just it's a drop-down menu. Testing. There we go.
Hey, now we're
Okay.
live. Hey, it's the first episode, and we're working out the kinks. As we posted on social media, it's our what do they call that? Soft opening. So, anywho, we are we're here, we're doing our thing. Welcome to Warrior Esports Vanguard, the podcast, with your hosts, Mr. Bennett and Joel. So the weekly recaps, interviews, segments of outside of esports and movies, music and sports, gaming, scholastic esports, and casual gaming. We had to give a guest for you later today. Mr. Kahoot joined us. So starting today, esports is back officially, Joel. Preseason for our senior high students will begin this week, and our junior high students will start their preseason next week. We have lots of exciting topics coming your way this episode, including an interview with our guest, Mr. Kahoot. And is Arc Raiders any good? What teams is Joel considering for a rebuild in 2K? So welcome, everyone. I'm glad you're checking this out. It's our first podcast, a regular podcast. We're going to try to do every week. But we've done podcasts in the past. We've had Mr. Dumke join us. We've done a season recap podcast, but something that I've always enjoyed myself was, listening to podcasts. I've enjoyed this one called The Confused Breakfast, which is basically they go back and review like old school movies and stuff, which has been pretty cool to listen to. So Joel, how was Christmas break? The in-between seasons here, we kind of had like a month off, so how'd it go?
Yeah, all right. It's nice to get away from doing the regular schoolwork all the time.
For sure.
Sometimes it's just nice to have a break and do nothing.
Very cool. Yeah. Mr. Bennett was sick. Still am sick, apparently. I can't get past it. Yeah, so myself and my two boys, we missed Christmas and New Year's, but we were together, so that was fun. So this is our second week back as a club. We're excited to begin our preseason this week. Some titles including, hopefully, Super Smash Brothers, Street Fighter, Madden for sure, and maybe Rocket League. We'll see. Dane. Yeah, so we're gonna breakaway here. We got our guest interview with Mr. Kahoot. He was nice enough to come in and join us and share some stories. So hopefully we'll get this sent your way here now. So here we are. All right, Warrior Nation, we are live with Mr. Kahoot, who is joining us today. Mr. Kahoot, what do you teach here at Waupun Junior Senior High?
I teach tech ed. I do intro to automotive, small engines transportation, as well as 7th and 8th grade intro to tech ed classes.
Very nice. What inspired you to teach?
Did a little bit of teaching in the past when I was in the military, and I do coaching also. I think coaching and teaching are pretty relatable. I also enjoyed teaching when I was in the military, so when I saw the opening here at school, and kind of had some individuals reach out to me, so I figured I'd apply for it and kind of see what happens, and here I am. So
Very cool. What branch of the military were you in?
I was in the Air Force. I served for 6 years. So
All right. Any interesting stories
yeah, yeah.
that we can
Yeah,
share on the air here?
yeah. So I worked in maintenance, and if anyone is familiar with maintenance in the military, it's like the blue collar world over there. So kind of rough and tumble guys. Not a whole lot of filtering going on, but it's still a pretty fun world to be a part of. A lot of hard work and just a lot of good stories to have. I think one of my favorite stories personally would be when I was in Alaska. I was there up in when I was in was it 2018, 2017, I believe. We were there in July. So it was like during the whole 1 month of daylight. So what we'd be working swing shifts and we'd get off of work at like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and it'd be still like it was noon outside. So it was like, okay, do we stay out and keep doing stuff or do we go to bed? So that was kind of cool to see that for the first time, you know.
Yeah, that'd be really trippy. Like trying to adjust your body to like trying to sleep to that schedule.
hmm
So you said you taught in the military. Like, what were you teaching over there?
Yeah, so after I kind of, I guess, advanced and got rank and that kind of thing, I went from being primarily working on jets and being hands-on to kind of almost teaching the next group of airmen kind of how to do their job and kind of help training people that way. So I would do kind of like seminars or a small classroom setting with like wire repair or how to diagnose certain issues, kind of like tips and tricks with, maybe certain problems we run into more often. I was down in Arizona, so being very hot, we had a lot of flight control issues, a lot of radar problems. So with that heat, you kind of have a slew of issues that come along with it. So
So when you joined the Air Force, like what do you join as, and then how did you like progress to like then teaching others?
yeah, yeah, sure. So I guess kind of my whole story with the military was I went to school here, graduated, went to college in Milwaukee, got my degree in criminal justice and psychology. Um, so I was like, okay, cool, I got my degree. Where's all these jobs at? And couldn't find a job anywhere besides making minimum
Yeah,
wage, which
yeah.
I didn't want to make minimum wage. I wanted to start making some big boy money.
Well, especially for that field.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
not gonna.
So I went and talked to a recruiter, signed the dotted line, and got an aircraft maintenance. Did that for quite a long time. Did really well at my job, and kind of showed that I was happy to be here and showing them that hey, like I want to be good at my job. So I kind of stood out amongst my like higher ranking individuals that I worked alongside with, and they offered me if I wanted to teach for a little bit. So
Very cool.
yeah,
And then you said you coach football, or will you coach football?
yep.
What side of the ball are you on? What are you like? What are you in charge of doing?
Yeah, so on offense, I kind of help coach the offensive linemen, so the big guys in the trenches. And then on defense, I'm primarily inside linebackers. But this last year, I got promoted to defensive coordinator last year. So
Very cool.
yeah.
What would you any advice like to give any like aspiring people who want to like coach someday?
hmm Yeah, for sure. I think just have that willingness to just be there and help with whatever you might need help with. I mean, when I first started coaching, you kind of have an idea going into it, like what you might be doing.
Mm.
But the reach is a lot farther than that. It's not just coaching. It's like, hey, this kid forgot his helmet. He needs a new chin strap. He needs this. So it's not just coaching. It's you become
Yep.
a person who services football helmets, a person who knows how to repair pads, who knows how to tape ankles, and you kind of start
Yeah.
learning more and more tricks as you coach. So I think just be open minded would be a big piece of advice I would give.
Very cool. Yeah, I coached fifth and sixth grade football, so I can
hmm
very much relate to that. And
Yeah, yeah.
the help me with the chin strap, or I'm missing a pad. All right,
hmm
let's go locate something.
hmm
Um, so you're a man with ink.
Yeah.
What is your favorite tattoo?
um, if I had to pick just one, I would probably say the blackout. Honestly,
Yeah.
I get a lot of weird looks from it, rightfully so. But it's fun because when young kids look at me and go, "Oh, what happened to your arm?" I just tell them it's frostbite and stuff, and they'll believe me for a while and stuff. But it's a good conversation piece,
Yeah.
and I get weird looks all the time, but it is what it is. I like it,
No, very
so it's
cool,
probably
man.
my favorite one.
Yeah. And for those listening at home, because we aren't doing a video of this, so he's got his left arm, left forearm black
Yep,
in his sleeve.
yep.
Um, favorite genre of music?
Ooh, favorite genre. I think if you asked me last year, I'd probably tell you like some hardcore or some screamo stuff.
Sure.
But I kind of listen to a little bit of everything. As of lately, I would say I've been really kind of big into like kind of like chill, like EDM music. So kind of not like that nightclub like boom boom like high, but kind of
Right.
like low key, just kind of hang
Sure.
out and just vibe for a while kind of
Sure.
music. So
Can you give me like a top 5 on Spotify?
ooh, okay. So I would probably say Grizz. He's kind of an example of like that chill
Sure.
EDM music. So Grizz is really good. Lewis the Child's great. Kid Cudi will always be a favorite of mine for
Very cool.
sure.
Yep.
Um, Deftones is on there. That's
All
kind
right.
of a little hit at like last year's music.
Yep.
Deftones is phenomenal. And last but not least, I'd probably just say maybe Ice Cube or something like
Ooh.
that. Throw in some '90s
All
rap in
right.
there,
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe.
I like it. I dig it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah.
Gaming. So favorite games.
Favorite games.
Like if you were to recommend me 3 games right now, what would you say?
Okay. I would probably say, well, my first one, I mentioned this yesterday
Yep.
during our PD day, but
Sure.
Slay the Spire is one I play quite frequently.
Okay.
It's like a roguelite deck builder. It's
Sure.
always different every time you play it, so you can't really prepare to be great at it. You just kind of roll the punches and see what happens.
Okay.
Next one I'd probably say would be World of Tanks. I'm a pretty big World War II nerd, so playing with like World War II tanks
Sure.
and kind of getting that background is kind of interesting to me. So yeah, that one's pretty fun. And then lastly, I'd have to say Skyrim, probably.
Okay.
Skyrim is just
Classic.
one I've probably beat that game at least 20, 30 times. And it just,
It's
with the
good.
DLC,
Yeah.
and the storyline, it's just a lot of fun to get lost in that world, I think.
All right. And like a current game that's like got you locked in, gotta go home and gotta play it almost every night kind of
Yeah.
thing. What's your dial up there?
Yeah, I think probably Battlefield 6 for the time being.
Yeah.
I do like shooters. Not really a huge fan of Call of Duty anymore. I think
Yeah, it's
they've
kind of
kind
fallen
of
off.
they've kind of sold out a little bit in my opinion.
I kind of sold the bag on that one when
Mhm.
it was it Black Ops 2,
Mhm.
like last generation,
Mhm.
I think. And like yeah, it got so repetitive after a while.
Mhm.
You know, at that time you were paying $60 a game,
Mhm.
and then you almost pay almost up to $100 of DLC, and it's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
and then they came out with Warzone, and that was free to play,
Mhm.
and but again, then they're getting in with the battle royale
Mhm.
stuff where it's got about battle pass,
Yep.
and just it's the Call of Duty way it seems
Yep.
like. So yeah, big COD fan growing up,
Mhm.
but yeah, Black Ops was like the last one that really kind of hooked me in. I think
Mhm.
at the time that was the Vietnam
Yep.
story, so that was really cool.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I think it was Advanced Warfare,
Mhm.
and then it was just like this is the same game, rinse and repeat, it's just a
Yep.
different era.
Yep.
So
Yep.
system of choice would be PC.
So I'm actually an Xbox gamer right
Okay,
now.
cool. Yeah.
I would love to get a PC someday and build my own, and do it right. But not anytime too soon. But someday I will have a
Sure.
pretty cool PC build. So
Yeah, same here, bucket list. And if you didn't catch that clap in the background, Joel approves of the
yeah,
choice there.
yeah.
Okay, well, it's been great having you on, Mr. Kahoot. Um, first, we said I don't know if we got into it. This is your first year with us, but
Yep.
you've substituted here in the
Mhm.
past. But yeah, it's very cool having another fellow gamer in the building and someone we can relate with.
Yeah.
So very cool. Thank you for coming by and
Yeah.
appreciate you
Yeah.
here at Pond.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Kahoot, for joining us this week. And sorry for those who are listening to us as we work out the kinks here in the first episode, the inaugural episode of the Vanguard, the podcast. Um, So we transition into segments here. Talk about movie and TV. What we watched this week. Should you watch it? Skip it? Stream it? Mr. Bennett, I finished Stranger Things over the Christmas break. Some people were very like upset about the finale. Like personally, I thought it was really good. It kind of like brought closure to everything that was a part of the story. I didn't feel like there was any loose ends, and like the ending. Not to spoil anything, but like the ending, you know, is she alive? You know, kind of up to you, kind of thing.
Um,
Joel,
yeah, so I mean, I Stranger Things. I've watched the first season of it, and I never really got into the second season. I always could try again. Um, but yeah, I did love the first season, so second season something for me to consider. But for what I have watched, from time to time I like watching Kitchen Nightmares. Just watching Gordon Ramsay yell at people all the time is just funny to me. So and just seeing some restaurant going from zero to literally hero, or and then back down to zero. Um, but yeah, that I just always liked watching Kitchen Nightmares, so I
sure
think
thing.
it's worth watching at least one episode. Um, Now we move on to the music.
Yes. So personally, myself, I am very excited to continue growing my vinyl record collection of Metallica. I got the record player over Christmas break, and so far my collection is up to four.
Hmm.
So I've got started out with the Black Album, then I got Ride the Lightning, and then the Master Puppets came over the weekend here, and then tomorrow it looks like we're going to begin And Justice for All. So, for my personal favorite Metallica albums, so it's been really cool to grow that collection. And yes, it does sound better. Um, Joel, music?
Um, yeah, so if for anybody who I happen to tell this to, my favorite artist right now is the Kid Leroy. Just so experimental of an artist and just a lyricist, in my opinion. He dropped his album a week ago last Friday. It's been on repeat ever since. I've lost love listening to just the stark differences in the songs in the album. I just love it. I would definitely recommend, like, he's got a song for everyone out there. That's my personal opinion. So if you feel bored, don't know what to listen to, give it a shot. The new album's called Before I Forget, by the way.
Very good. Yeah, I enjoy Kid Leroy. So it's definitely for, I would say, pretty much everyone. Um, Looking at sports, it's been kind of crazy, Joel. Like, I was
Absolutely.
watching the NFL playoffs over the weekend. In my opinion, as a Bills fan, Brandon Cooks did make that catch, and Bills got robbed out of that one. So, little sore spot there for Mr. Bennett. I am a Packers fan, but when it comes to the AFC teams, Buffalo Bills is definitely my team. I've been a fan of them ever since they poetically lost three in a row. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And then last night, Monday night, Indiana winning their first ever national championship against Miami. Um, Shout out to Indiana. Like that's pretty cool. To have a Heisman winner and then to win the national championship in the same year. I'm pretty sure that's like the first time ever that has ever happened. Um, Joel, what do you got to share?
Um, and first, I just want to ask about this because I think I saw this.
Yeah,
Indiana had was that an undefeated season, or
I couldn't tell you,
you
but
couldn't tell me? Okay,
probably
thought
so.
I heard some through the grapevines.
Um, they've been kind of like on a tear all season, so I would not be surprised if they did go undefeated.
Okay, that was just something I happen to think about.
Sure.
Okay, so I follow mostly NBA and some NFL. Yeah, NFL. We'll start with NFL. Just working our way down from some of the most recent. Yeah, 49ers. Y'all had that in the bag. If the bag had a big old hole in the bottom of it, you lost 6-41. That is not a good day. Granted, you did not.
41.
What?
41. That's what the kids say, right, Joel?
Uh, well, not this kid apparently. Um,
6-7.
okay,
Oh
let's not
yeah.
start that. Anyways, yeah. So I mean, 49ers. Sure, they didn't have George Kittle, but like 6-41.
Yeah.
Rashid Shaheed tied your points on the first play of the game.
Yeah, that was pretty insane. With them changing the kickoff rule, it's been kind of like you don't see kick returns anymore, and for him to make a house call, pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That game, yeah, that game was like the equivalent of trying to ice skate uphill for the 49ers. And I personally, I think it's going to be Seattle. Would not be surprised now with Bo Nix being out that it is New England. Vrabel has been amazing this year, turning that franchise into what it used to be, pretty much in 1 year. So, and now with the coaching changes that are amongst us, Stefanski, I'm not sure why he chose Atlanta. Maybe they must have offered him a big contract. And Harbaugh, there was a lot of talk about him going to Green Bay, which was
He
just rumor. He went to New York.
he went to New York.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he went to the New York
Giants.
Giants. I don't know if I would have liked to see him in Green Bay, honestly. Like, I kind of pitched for him a little bit, but, like, I'm okay with him not getting it. And now Halfley of the, was the defensive coordinator for the Packers. He's in Miami. Um, there's been a lot of, like, Facebook hate towards Halfley, probably just because there's been some sour grapes about us not going further. But, like, honestly, when Micah Parsons got injured, that
It
team was
was
completely different.
yeah.
And he is one of those players that you kind of just, your game plan is around him. And for a team that was kind of weak in the secondary, he made up for it with a lot of his pressures. And then choosing to get, rid of, or not choosing to get rid of, losing Devontae Wyatt rather, didn't help matters either. So a lot of a lot of injuries stacked up on top of each other for the Packers. So, like, honestly, if this team was healthy, there'd be no reason why they couldn't have won a Super Bowl this year, especially with Tucker Kraft
Absolutely.
getting injured so soon. So I think Green Bay is ready for a bounce back season. You can't predict health, unfortunately. And yeah, with that, Joel, looks like you have some injury
Yeah.
news about some NBA players.
Yeah, so we had Jimmy Butler out of Golden State Warriors now. That sounds weird to say, but he is out for the rest of the season due to an ACL injury last night.
Jimmy B from Marquette, yeah. All these rumors going around about Giannis and who should we trade for Giannis, or like who should we bring to the NBA, or not to the NBA, to the Bucks rather, to play with Giannis. Yeah, like Jimmy B, man, like he went to I can't talk right now. He went to Golden State, and that team was looking pretty good for what it was. But Kaminga, like, if there was one player off that squad, especially now that Jimmy B is out, maybe they'll trade him away. That would be one of the players that I would like to see Milwaukee go after. If we're serious about keeping Giannis, then try to get Kaminga in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And that'll
Joel?
just be easier because Kaminga is requesting a trade as far as I know. So, I mean, he's already wanting to get out of there. And they definitely need a fix because I don't know what seed they are right now. But from what I knew, their record wasn't that bad. They're the eighth in the East. Okay, so they'd be in the play-in barely. But yeah, I mean, Golden State pursuing somebody else wouldn't be such a terrible idea. I saw a potential team. Um, the Kings have always been interested in him as well. I'm not talking for the Bucks here. I'm kind of talking for the Warriors.
Sure.
I saw there might have had interest in DeMar DeRozan, which sure does pick up another 35-year-old small forward, but like whatever. Yeah, so I mean, Golden State has to make a move, I think.
Sure.
So yeah, that's my personal opinion on
All
it.
right, looking at gaming, Joel, as we wrap up here soon. Looking at some stuff here, some gaming. Currently, I am playing Arc Raiders, trying to recruit Joel.
It's $40.
It's $40, but I think AAA title is at least 70, and the amount you're getting for $40, the replayability is endless. For $40, you can't go wrong. It's one of the very few games in the market right now that for $40 you're getting the game itself, but you're getting so much more. Where you're paying for any Call of Duty title, you're paying $70, and then who knows how much more on top of it for any battle pass or any other item that may come in the game. So for me, Arc Raiders is a definite buy right now. Joel,
Um,
what are you playing right now?
so right now, over the Christmas break, I've got into my career in NBA 2K26 a little bit, and I'm actually loving it. Just playing. This is the one time I've actually played all the games. Where like, unlike the franchise, where like, all right, I make superstar trades at the beginning, then I play one game, then kind of just let it coast from there. I've had a lot of fun in my career, just developing my person to such a good level apparently. Like I don't even have that good of stats. I have like a 78 three-pointer and I'm like Steph Curry out there.
Sure thing.
So, yeah, I just love playing my career.
Um, little retro rewind as we kind of wrap up here now. Um, pick an old game, talk about it while it's still peak. For me, Metal Gear Solid. I personally bought the collection, which was Metal Gear 1, 2, and 3, Christmas before, and it still slaps. Like the game, the first one, like you have to get adjusted to the graphics because it's meant for PS1. So it's like it's more about the story in itself is so worth it. Um, but like the story in all the games have been like incredible for what you're paying, and it's so replayable that I would definitely recommend it.
For me, it's a little more recent one. Came out in 2016. It's Titanfall 2 from EA. This was such a phenomenal game just for the story alone and the movement. If you play Apex Legends, if you know, you know.
Sure.
Titanfall 2, another one of those games. The story is so good you can repeat it on end and you just will never get sick and tired of it. So that's why, in my opinion, it's not per se an old game, but it's not new per se, and it's just amazing.
Awesome. Uh, so rank it. So it's a little segment we're going to try out here. Um, Joel, if you're doing a rebuild in for a franchise in 2K, give me like your top 3 to 5 teams that you would think would be a fun recommendation for someone.
Okay, for someone. So fun can be
Based
depicted
off of
in
what they have. So you can't do like a fantasy draft or
right,
anything.
yeah.
Like it's you got to
How the
play with the
rosters are.
yep.
So if I'm thinking for fun, there's a couple different ways. You can build a like you can build a Michael Jordan level team where it's just superstars on superstars. Or you can try to build a team from nothing to just everything.
Sure.
Um, just as a Wisconsin native here, I've always loved doing the Bucks rebuilds. Building around Giannis is so fun to do. Um, that's one of them. I'd say that's probably in my top five. That's just because I'm Wisconsinite. Spurs are awesome to rebuild around, especially with some 7'4" guy over there with an 8-foot wingspan who just blocks everything. That's just super fun to build around. Same kind of story for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves of Anthony Edwards is just amazing to build around. Um, Lakers can be fun if Braun didn't have his no trade clause. I think it'd be a little bit more fun, but it's whatever. Yeah, so my top three would probably be Bucks because I'm a Wisconsinite and I love the Bucks. Timberwolves because you get to build around Anthony Edwards, and then the Spurs just for Wemby. And we'll jump over to you, Bennett. We're just gonna
Sure.
alley oop it right back.
See what you did there.
So we've both played Fortnite quite a bit, a lot more than I'd like to admit.
Sure.
So give me your top 3 to 5 seasons all time in Fortnite.
So it's been so long. Like I've played since season 3, so like it's trying to like remember like all the season chapters and names and everything. But chapter 1, season 4, the first
Ooh,
um
superhero
superhero one.
season.
That one was, I mean, I don't know if I would say it's like number 1 or anything, but like that one's a good one. I've always enjoyed the flood one, so that was like in 2020.
Oh, the like where the
Chapter,
whole map was flooded.
yeah, I
That's
think
chapter 2,
chap,
season 3.
okay, thank you. And then the more recent Marvel one, the one with Tony Stark
Okay, so
and
that's
Stark Island
that.
or
Isn't that
whatever.
literally the season right after?
Is it?
Well, I'm thinking of Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that had
Wasn't that like chapter 3 though?
no, that was chapter 2, I thought. Chapter 2, season 4, that would have been. Because that had Iron Man, that had Mystique, that had
Yep.
Doctor Doom. So that was all, that's literally the
Yeah,
season right
the
after.
map was so fun, and then I'm a Venom fan, so like there's Venom,
Oh, yeah, I forgot
like
about
the
Venom.
mythics and stuff. So like it's kind of like Fortnite. It's been interesting seeing them like become what they are now. I was telling a group of faculty yesterday. We had an in-service, and I had a session, and so Fortnite is such a unique game now, where like you can really do whatever you kind of want in it. It's such a sandbox game, where like you can choose to do. It's called Festival. It's a lot like Rock Band, and then you got Rocket Racing, which is like a racing game essentially. That's in the
I
title.
think they literally just got influenced because they bought out Rocket League and they're like, oh,
Yeah,
sure, let's
turn it into a racing game.
racing. Fun.
Lego, which I'm a big fan of. I don't really play the mode, but like that's in
It,
there.
it's Minecraft with Legos.
Yeah,
That's basically.
and then there's creative, which is essentially Roblox. So like there's so many things with Fortnite now. I mean, I haven't played it as much now, especially with our creators and everything, but it's always going to have like a soft spot in my heart kind of thing, just based on like how long I've played it for. But it's really kind of, I don't know, not exactly my number one choice now, but yeah.
And there's new collaborations every single week, it seems
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
with anything you could ever imagine.
it's pretty much like whoever we collab with. Yeah. All right. All right. So shout out to our sponsors, Go Dutch, Gutter Tech, Go.
Ian's power washing.
Yep. And oh my God, I'm kind of sick. If you can't tell by now. Um, Oddball Arts, and I think that's it.
If you forgot you, I'll make sure to give you
All
an extra shout
phase, all phase. Okay, we're gonna have this underway next week, episode 2.
It's going to go a lot
Um,
more swimmingly. It's going to go a lot
yeah,
better.
we're working out the kinks here, so we appreciate any and all listeners this week. Shout out to Mr. Kahoot for coming by and doing his interview. Next week, we hope to have Mrs. Bauman, who is a new faculty member here. So we'll have her interview. I heard she's a big Stranger Things fan, and she's a gamer as well. So it'll be pretty cool to get to know Mrs. Bauman. Yeah, and then we've got preseason this week. I don't think we'll be streaming Street Fighter today because those kind of matches it's either 5 minutes or it could be a half an hour long. So we won't be streaming Street Fighter today, but we'll hopefully have some Super Smash Brothers action tomorrow. Joel, you'll be having your preseason match for Madden coming up on Thursday, and yeah, we'll see if Jane comes around for Rocket League. So, with that said, thank you as always, Warrior Nation, and we are trying to build things around here, and hopefully this is another one that we can build on. So, with that said, I'm Mr. Bennett.
I'm Joel.
And we are Warrior Nation signing off.